Hey, I just wanted to jump on and have a quick conversation. And today I wanted to talk about love. LOVE, love. It is no secret that the love of many have turned cold. It's no secret that many people say love very loosely. Love, 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 love. But they are definitely not showing true love. And in these last days, in these last times, I'll say, you have to be real, real, real careful to guard your heart. Guard your heart against those lovers of their own selves. You will know them. You will know them by their fruit. Okay, you will definitely know them by their fruit. And whenever you identify a fruit, then you have to believe it's that fruit. Okay, if I bite into an apple and identify it, even if I have my eyes closed, I have to know that that was an apple, a pear, a banana, and the list goes on and on and on. So it is okay to love. It is okay. If you have love in you, true love, it is okay to love. Many people become bitter and they like shut that part of themselves down. And that's nature. That's a natural feeling. Love is a natural feeling. So we cannot become bitter and shut down because of the way that we assume that every person that we meet is going to treat us. Yeah, we may have had some bad fruit, bad apples that we have run into in the past, but everybody's not a bad apple. Give love a chance. If love is knocking at your door and you're discerning that it's okay to put a green light up, then give love a chance. Love is natural. Love is natural. And as human beings, we do so much better whenever we have love in our heart versus like hatred and bitterness and unforgiveness. Those things right there causes tension in our bodies. Thus that's how we have like the hypertension. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna say people have hypertension, and all kind of other diseases, abnormal adrenal glands and overactive nervous systems and stuff, because we grab a hold to these unnatural feelings, and that's what we freeze. That's what we freeze inside of us. We freeze the bitterness. We freeze the hurt. I see people who are walking around and you can just tell they're bitter, and they've been bitter for a long time. They are older now, but they've been bitter since they were younger. They're carrying the same scorn. They're carrying the same bitterness. And a lot of people sweep it up under the rug, and they hide behind a cloak of religion. They just like begin to bury themselves into something else, like a religious act, or they just like distract themselves with like religion or something like that, instead of like healing from those toxic feelings. Heal from the bitterness. Let the unforgiveness go. Because whenever we like harbor unforgiveness, the tormentors can come against us. Because the Bible teaches of the guy who was forgiven, but then whenever it was time for him to forgive, he didn't forgive. So whenever he went back to the guy who had forgiven him, or when the guy who had forgiven him heard about it, then he threw him, basically in jail for the tormentors. So that was in the physical, but spiritually, whenever we choose not to forgive, because Christ has already forgiven us. We've already been forgiven. So whenever we choose to forgive, we're opening ourselves up to tormenting spirits. And how these tormentors come? They can come in a number of different ways, but they will come. They will come. Believe me, I know firsthand, I know for a fact that they will come because I've dealt with that before. So allow love to permeate your being. Don't become bitter. This world can throw you like some bad cards, for a hand, but that's whenever you have to like see the hand that you've been dealt, and you have to know the waymaker, the bridge over troubled water. You have to know that doctor. You have to know that lawyer who is able to turn that captivity and deliver you and set you on a straight path. You have to know him, and you have to do what you need to do to be in obedience and be in compliance with that vein, with the vine, I'll say. We are the branches. He's the vine. We have to be connected to that vine in order to be okay. No matter what the world is feeding you, because the world is feeding you a lot of lies. The world is feeding you a pipe dream. If you want to like live again, then you have to get connected to the vine. You have to get connected to the vine. So just let love permeate your being. It is okay to love. Don't be afraid to love. Do not be afraid to love. Do not be afraid to love. And there's also a scripture that says that the world will know us because we love one another. Love is a prerequisite. We are supposed to love one another. We're supposed to be separate. We're not supposed to be like the world. We're supposed to be separate. We're supposed to love one another. I just can't emphasize that enough. It is okay to love. It's okay to allow yourself to love, whether it be friendships, romantically, it is okay to love. Don't be afraid. Tap the ice off of that heart. Tap the ice off of that heart and let it love. Let it love. Yeah, so that's what was on my mind, because it's just so much hate. It's so much hate, but hate for other people. But there's a lot of like self-love. There's a lot of like self-esteem. There's a lot of just lovers of self. People like trying to get whatever they can get at the expense of everybody else. So yeah, let's just not be afraid to love. That's what's gonna like cover a multitude of sins, is love. We got to start loving one another. We got to start loving one another. All right. So thank you for listening, and thank you for watching, and have a good day.